Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.
Hi, this is Ron Kinscherf with Muddy River News. Welcome to the Business Spotlight, brought to you by Mercantile Bank. We have Chad Smith from Summy Tire here.
Correct.
40 years in business this year.
Yes.
That's a big number.
It is. 1985. It was started by Alan Summy.
What do you think, the length of the business, what do you think is a big attribute to get you guys this far?
Personnel. I think
Okay.
that's what it is. Personnel, customer service. That's key factors into longevity in a business.
So is it hard for you guys to find people and keep people?
Yes. I think that's an ongoing struggle for everybody.
Right.
But retaining employees is something that we strive to do. We're doing a pretty good job of it, but we still do rotate some in and out.
Mm-hmm. Just like any other business.
Oh,
So-
yeah, for
but
sure.
it is a consistent group because I've been there and it seems
Yes,
to be
it has. Over the past, I want to say, 2 to 3 years as far as our tire side goes, we've retained them.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanics, they've been there for years.
So is that part of what makes you guys successful? If you can keep your people there, they establish a relationship with the clientele?
Yes, familiar faces are great. Customers want to come in, they want to see somebody familiar, they want to have a personal relationship because anytime you're in an automotive repair or a tire shop, they're going to spend money. So having that relationship really helps out.
Well, I think a part of it too is when you go in there, I would assume the majority of your people know nothing about cars. Your customers know nothing about cars.
Correct.
So there has to be that level of trust that you're not getting ripped off.
Yes, and explanation is key. Let them know what they're here for, what we're fixing, why we're fixing it.
And tires, is that the primary? What percentage of your business is tires, do you think? Is it 50-50? Because you do other stuff.
Definitely not 50-50. Tires are well above our automotive repair.
Okay. And tires for everything?
Yeah, so basically anything that has a tire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, passenger, light truck, semi, lawn and garden, ag tires. The only thing we don't dabble in is we don't really dabble in motorcycle tires.
Okay. So like semis you do?
Correct.
So do you work directly with some of the Sharkies and McNays in the world? Or are you dealing particularly with the guys who have their own trucks?
A lot of times it's guys that have their own trucks, but we do service national fleets as well.
Okay.
And kind of what that means is we have Goodyear National Account, Firestone, Bridgestone National Accounts. So we have people with bigger trucking companies that will call us, and then we provide the service to them.
So you have contracts with those tire manufacturers?
Yes, it's basically what we would call national accounts.
Okay.
It's just a directory of multiple tire shops. They call around, see who can do it the quickest, and if we're that guy, then we go out.
Is it like a AAA for?
AAA is kind of similar.
I mean, you're not doing oil changes and stuff like that.
No,
or
just
jumping
tires.
them. You're just doing tires. But so
Correct.
does the driver call you, or does the
Dispatch.
dispatch calls you, and then you guys go? What's your radius in doing things like that?
When we were going heavy, we would probably travel an hour and a half one way.
Okay, all right, that's not bad then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, that's a way to supplement what you guys are currently doing.
Yeah.
And do you do that 24/7 then?
That was, yes. The answer is yes. We're trying to get back to more of that. It's kind of faded over the past few years, but we have some teammates that want to grow that, so we're going to try to grow that.
Okay, cool. So the ag side of things. So we talk tractors and stuff like
Correct.
that? I mean, anything that runs on a
For
farm?
the most part, if it gets too big, like some, in my terminology, like an earth mover tire that's
Right.
too big for, one of our guys to do it. But as long as we can manhandle it, we'll do it.
As long as you...
Yeah.
So, is a tire a tire a tire? I've always wondered that. You carry different brands there.
Correct.
Some more expensive than others.
Correct.
How do you evaluate what makes a good tire, I guess?
The best way that I can present it to a customer is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 tires. Just like you would go out and you'd buy off-brand clothes, there is off-brand tires. And then the way we kind of figure out if tires work is trial and error. We are new to a line of tires now that we do have a few customers out there that are trying them out. And if it works, we sell them. We sell what works. That's what works for us.
So what line is that?
Hercules. We are now a Hercules dealer.
Okay. So how does a relationship like that, does Hercules approach you guys? Or are you like, we've heard good things about Hercules, we're going to try these out?
One of our tire distributors came to us,
Okay.
provided us that option to do that. We had no reason not to try it out. So around here, I mean, we're about the only ones that can sell Hercules. From what we've seen so far, great tire.
Okay, so where would that fit in your tier 1, tier 2, tier 3?
Probably tier 2.
Tier 2? So you mentioned you have people trying them out. Are they basically your guinea pigs? Like, hey, we got a new tire.
Yeah, we do have some. And then if it's brand new, I like to put different tires on some of the vehicles I have. That way I know if they work or not.
Well, they're going to work, aren't they? I mean,
They
your
are gonna
car's going to
work.
move. So can you tell the difference in tires when you, from a Hercules to Kubota or anything else you have when you put it on your truck?
100%.
You can.
But that's just because
I know you're in the industry, but that just boggles my mind that you
there's
can tell
some
that
things
difference.
that when tires are constructed that some tires lack, some
Right.
tires have. Yeah, so I can tell a difference.
Okay, so I come in, and let's say I travel a lot. I'm on the road 3 or 4 days a week for my job.
Yeah.
Traveling maybe 25, 30 miles a day versus I just drive back and forth to work. Are there different tires for those different things?
Yeah,
Is
that would
that specific?
be so that well, yes and no. That would be where I would kind of go after, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 because if you're just piddling around town, I don't need to put you in a premium tire.
Okay.
I mean, save you some money, put you in a good tire, what we would call a safe tire, that you're going to run around in town in. Now, if you're hitting a highway and you want to maximize mileage, I'm going to change the brand of the tire for you.
So there is that big of a difference from tire to tire to tire.
Yes.
You could, okay. Wow. Okay. So it's almost like you're fitting shoes.
Yes,
Not
correct.
in my brain.
Yes.
So you come in, you're going to say, hey, what do you do with your car?
Correct. It's kind of probing questions. You got to know what they're using the vehicle for, how many miles they're going to drive, and then make the best decision for them. And sometimes it's not the right one, but we try the best we can.
Okay. Do tires have warranties?
They do.
Okay, I should know that.
The majority of tires come with a mileage warranty.
So you should have told me that.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah.
So the majority, but is it based on the miles? Number of
A
miles on
lot
the
of it
tire?
is miles, and that's what most customers are going to relate is, how many miles am I going to get out of this tire? And then there's some other tire brands that will offer a road hazard on the tire that is strictly through the manufacturer.
And you guys do other stuff than tires.
100%.
So where do you draw the line on things that you do?
So the majority of the time, and let's talk about the automotive side.
Yeah.
If it's on the automotive side and we tend to get a little in depth and we're looking at buying a piece of equipment just to fix one vehicle, we might outsource it somewhere else.
Okay. How has technology changed the way you guys deal with cars?
It's ever changing. I feel like updates on scan equipment, updates on tire scan tools with TPMS, so on and so forth. It's always changing.
Has it made it easier for you guys?
Not at all.
Seriously?
No.
I would think it would make it easier.
So tire side's pretty cut dry. Automotive side, it does tend to get out of hand, I guess the simplest way to say it. As far as, you're selling a job, and then when you look into what the job entitles, you have to buy this tool or you need this piece of equipment. And it's just those are the ones that we might outsource somewhere else because it's going to save the customer money and it's going to save us time and money.
But as far as the again, this is me.
Yeah.
Aren't you just plugging something into the car and the car's telling you what's wrong?
That is so.
Or is that just...
I guess that would be customer terminology. I mean, that's the starting process to diagnose a car.
Okay.
It'll give you just a roundabout basis on a direction to go.
Okay.
And then from there, you have to do your own diagnostics to figure out what part has failed.
Okay. I thought it'd be easier. Okay, what about from manufacturer to from a car perspective, from the variety of manufacturers that are out there, is there a lot of difference what's on the inside?
Some extent. What we're finding now is when we're going to, like in your terminology, when you plug and play, to figure out the code, we're running into instances where we can't pull codes out of certain vehicles, Chryslers, Nissans, and then that's where we're having to upgrade our equipment to get down to that.
Okay. But we do foreign-made cars?
Yes.
Okay, so there's not, so whatever type of brand of car, you bring it to you guys, and you'll...
Correct.
Whether you should be able to fix it, but maybe you have to outsource it.
Yes, for the most part, we're going to do everything we can to take care of that customer.
Okay.
If we get to a point to where we feel like we're going to waste their time and their money, we will stop and we'll outsource it somewhere else for them.
And you really like what you do.
Love it. I never thought I'd be here. I never thought I'd be in the automotive field. Went to college, didn't have a direction, had the opportunity to be in the automotive field, and here I am.
So what did you go to school for?
Business management. So I guess it's kind of working out.
Yeah, it is kind of, you are working for a business and you are managing a little
correct,
bit. So
yes.
Anything specifically that you learned in college that really is applied to what you do now? Is there one tidbit that you could remember that, like, you know what, I'm going to use that quite a bit?
I would have to say speech class.
Really?
Learning to talk to people and not be overwhelmed. Because customer relation for me is huge. I love my customers. I love talking to them. I love getting to know them. So I guess the communication was key. I mean, that's one thing, I learned through school.
Good. Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no worries.
Right.
I appreciate it.
No
Thank you for your time, and thank
Yeah.
you for having us here.
40 years.
40 years,
with
right.
Summy Tire.
Yeah.
Chad Smith. This has been the Business Spotlight, brought to you by Mercantile Bank.
Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.